it's become kind of a tradition now. Whenever I do a Kimetsu no Yaiba review, I just start off saying, "But this episode is just that good." Even this episode was just that good. So yeah, like each episode just keeps on getting better and better, and it's just that good. And I'm trying to be as much spoiler free, so I'm not gonna talk about the main stuff of this storyline. But there are some things that I want to talk, like you mine, there'll be minor spoilers. So just before I go in, first thing I want to talk about is the backstory for, like, the backstory for this certain villain, this certain antagonist that was shown to us, this certain demon that was shown to us. That was done well. That was done well because it really didn't have any kind of like more, like it didn't have any kind of, how would I put it? It didn't have any kind of like, oh, this is a huge episode type of backstory or something like that, because anime tend to like give certain characters which are so irrelevant that you even later on you're just like, wow, why was that story even there? Like that's literally what I would say. Like that happens, but this, it was just like a 2 to 3 minute story, and it was a silent, it was like watching a silent film. That's basically how I would put it. So it was still a good one. Way it was shown, it was still good. Like it did a good job with that. Other than that, another thing I want to talk about is uh the scene where Tanjiro meets his master and Nezuko. That scene was just so good. The OST, the voice acting, all on spot. Like it just hit so good. Like you could like feel the emotion that Tanjiro's monster actually had. He actually felt like after a long time, after all these years where his pupil have died over and over again, you just feel that this guy finally feels relieved that at least someone was out there who actually survived for once and came back home to him to actually say, oh, see, I passed, I'm still alive. It's good to see that whole scene play out like that. Just that, it's just that good. I like that scene. I liked it more than the hug of Nezuko and Tanjiro. I mean, that scene started off with like that, but still, soon as I don't know how to like pronounce his name, so I'm not gonna even try. But as soon as Tanjiro's master just came out there, he saw Tanjiro there. He went there, hugged him. He's just such a good scene, just in general, because it shows so much more emotions in very few words, and that's just how good this whole scene was. Like personally, I felt like that was a very good scene, just in general. Other than that, I love the talking crow at the end. That shit was funny for me because I freaking love the voice actor for that crow. It's a funny voice actor, all right. I can't deny that. He had a funny voice for a crow. So I just had a giggle at the end of the episode, and I was like, yeah, that crow, that crow, sir, is something that I did not expect. But still, it's good to see that. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm not gonna go into major spoilers because there are some things that are really important to the story. So you guys have to watch that on your own. I'm not gonna go through that. But let me know what you think about this episode of Kimetsu no Yaiba. Do you agree that the series just keeps on getting better and better? Or do you feel like it's the peak that it has reached? Or something like that, I would say. Let me know about that. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.